You know, we have to stop trying to create this monogamous two-parent household dream. We are not healthy enough, frankly, to, how shall I say, we are not healthy enough to get along with each other to the point where two parents is enough. Two parents is not enough. Don't let them lie to you and tell you that a two-parent household is enough. Because if you think about it, I want you to really, really think about this. If you think about it, even if you were raised in a two-parent household, and I was, you still have issues. Do you not? Do you not? You still have issues. And the reason why you still have issues, even coming from a two-parent home, is because human beings are fucked up. Human beings are fucked up. Human beings have issues. Human beings were raised in ways that harm them. It doesn't matter how good your parents are, how wonderful they are, they're still human beings and they still have flaws. And there's therefore still a reason or a way for them to fuck you up as their child. There's still a way for them to get things wrong. There's still a way for them to fall on their face in the way that they raise you. And so the solution is not, oh, we need to fix the family and all of that in terms of monogamy and a two-parent household. What worked for our ancestors was not a two-parent household. What worked for our ancestors was a village. A village. And I'm getting emotional thinking about this because, you know, I tried to build that two-parent household. I had the two-parent household. I had the marriage of over a decade, 2 children, a home. But it didn't work out. I followed all the rules. I waited until marriage to have sex. We shared the same religion. We had our children early, 22 years old. We were just babies, not even realizing we were just babies. We thought we was grown. But that's the thing about growing up and realizing, you know, as you get into your 30s and even into your 40s, like, man, there's a lot of shit that I don't know. There's a lot of shit that, you know, I'm clueless on. There's a lot of shit that I still need to learn. And in that realization, you realize, like, we need elders. We need grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents, if it's possible, and aunts and uncles and cousins and all of these things, all of these familial ties that help to raise our children to be better than they would be if they only had a mother and a father. Because there's so many things that people can offer, that uncles and aunts and cousins and grandparents and great-grandparents and all of that can offer that the parents may not be able to offer. Like, it's important. It's important. The village is important. The village is important. And when I came back to San Diego recently with the pain of the failure of my relationship or relationships. I was sad. I was beating myself up. I was thinking about all the things that I had done wrong or felt like I had done wrong. I felt like I had tried so hard to do things the right way. But no matter what I tried, it just didn't work out. And so here I sat back at my parents' house, as someone who had my own place, was making great money and all of that, only to end up back at home with my parents and my brother. Like, how did I get here? How did I get here? And I realized as I would talk to a person here, a person there, and they would say, in my shame, saying, man, I'm back at my parents' house now, and they would say, well, man, you should be grateful. Like, everybody don't have family that can take them in like that. Everybody don't have a home base to go back to. And I would sit there and, like, for a second be kind of like, grateful for it, but at the same time I'm like, I don't feel like a man. But in reality, what I see now as I sit where I sit and I'm rebuilding my life, I realize how important it is to have community, to have a village, to have a tribe, to have a family that can support you when you're struggling. I just left my children's home where they stay with their mother, my ex-wife. She's really sick. She had a fever last night of 104. She thought she had COVID. I brought her a COVID test. She tested negative. And, I went to the store, got some stuff that she needed. And, she thanked me for it. And I'm like, nah, it's no problem. Like, you're the mother of my children. We might not be together. And she even asked me, she was like, she put on the list that she wanted a 7-Up bundt cake from the store. And I'm like, what? I said, no, I'm not about to buy no 7-Up bundt cake. You trying to get over a fever. Like, that's not going to help you. I said, I know we're not married, but I still want to see you well. And, it made me think about it again. Like, even though we're not together and we haven't been together for 7 years, over 7 years, we still share children together. We still know each other's families. There is still the reality that, if she has an issue, we share children. I should be there to support. Just like if I have an issue, she should be there to support. This monogamy thing, and I'm not saying that monogamy is bad, because some people are built for monogamy, some people are not. But, so let me change that. Not this monogamy thing, this possessive thing. This possessive thing is not helping any of us. It's not helping any of us to survive. To survive in a time where people are trying to remove our access to food and shelter, where the economy is the worst that it's been in a long time, where people are wondering where their next meal is coming from. Like, how can you love yourself as a human being and not be able to love others and support others, knowing that at times you need to be supported? How can we operate in this society with this possessive nature when there are people that we love, regardless of whether we're together or not, that we want to see do well? Every day, I pray for my family. And in those prayers, I pray for the mothers of my children. It doesn't matter that we're not together anymore. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they feel they have beef with me or that they don't like certain things that I've done or whatever. I still pray for them because they're the mothers of my children. I still want them to win. I still want to see them do well in life. I still want to be able to support and help. This society has ruined us, has ruined our principles and our values. I just want to get back to real love in our community, real love amongst our families, amongst our tribes, amongst our villages. Love that transcends all of this stupid shit that we worry about. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to brass tacks, most of this shit don't even matter. Most of it doesn't even matter. Like, if we really love, it doesn't matter if the romance is there. It doesn't matter It doesn't matter.